First of all, just my relationship with God. I want people to experience who He is when they experience me.
You would never believe this rumor about CeCe Winans, even if you were told. Did you know why she keeps her life so private? In this video, we'll reveal what she's hiding, more details about her career, personal life, and the big revelation she's finally opened up about. You do not want to miss this. CeCe Winans' early life and career beginnings. Born Priscilla Marie Winans on October 8, 1964 in Detroit, Michigan. CeCe Winans grew up in a family steeped in gospel music and faith. One of 10 children born to David and Dolores Winans, a devout Christian family known later as gospel music royalty. The Winans family lived their faith daily. They were not only musical. Her parents were very active members of their neighborhood church, and music became central to their spiritual expression. Singer and gospel music performer David Winans personally helped shape CeCe's early perspective of what it meant to worship through music. CeCe and her siblings were surrounded by gospel sounds from an early age. Attending singing events and church services, the Winans children were urged to use their gifts for the glory of God, which developed in CeCe a close relationship between her faith and musical ability. As the Winans family made their mark in gospel music history, the basis not only shaped her, but also what would later impact the whole genre. But from a Detroit young girl, how did CeCe grow to be a rising gospel star? Early musical experience for CeCe was directly related to her faith. Growing up in a Pentecostal church where the service included song-based worship, she discovered her voice in gospel music. She started performing at churches by the time she was a teenager, where her obvious ability attracted notice. Early on, CeCe clearly had vocal ability, and she soon started thinking about a career in music, not only as a performer, but also as a minister via song. CeCe traveled to North Carolina at 16 to serve as a backup singer for the Praise the Lord network. She came to see then the ability of music to inspire, uplift, and spiritually connect people. This encounter turned into a stepping stone, enabling her to see a future in music outside of the chapel doors. Her development was greatly aided by her family, who kept guiding her musical and spiritual path. Her talent and faith prepared CeCe for her eventual ascent in gospel music. But from her time with BB, what shape did CeCe's solo career take? When CeCe teamed up with her brother BB Winans to create the duo BB and CeCe, she made her big breakthrough. After relocating to North Carolina, the siblings began performing on the hit television show, The PTL Club. Gospel viewers all around were drawn to their performances on the program. Their first album, Lord Lift Us Up, debuted in 1984 and featured their harmonic fusion of modern music with gospel. The pair's music was distinctive. It appealed to both secular and gospel listeners, a mix not often welcomed prior. BB and CeCe accomplished something revolutionary. Their music drew a fresh audience to the genre by combining contemporary R&B influences with classic gospel. Mass hits for songs like Heaven and Lost Without You brought Grammy Awards and confirmed their place in gospel music history. The success of the pair was greatly influenced by CeCe's vocals, which also enabled her to portray strong feelings via song, earning great praise for the pair. The height of success, CeCe's rise to fame. Following 10 years of success with her brother BB, CeCe Winans decided boldly in the early 1990s to start a solo career. Although the pair, BB and CeCe, had developed a sizable following, CeCe felt a calling to express her uniqueness as an artist and investigate fresh creative paths. Her first solo album, Alone in His Presence, came off rather well in 1995. The album combined parts of modern Christian music with reflecting her strong faith and dedication to gospel music. Among the many honors and critical praise Alone in His Presence received were a Grammy for Best Contemporary Soul Gospel Album. Together with her strong vocals, the reflective quality of the album connected with listeners. And CeCe rapidly became known as a solo powerhouse in gospel music. By choosing to stand out on her own, she was able to seize control of her creative vision and establish herself as among the most important gospel music voices. How did CeCe's solo career grab global attention and soar to fresh heights? A string of hit albums and chart-topping singles intersperse CeCe Winans' ascent to popularity. Released in 1998, her second solo album, Everlasting Love, confirmed her reputation as a gospel music icon. Hit tunes on the album, Well Alright and Slippin', highlighted her adaptability as a gospel and contemporary Christian singer. Still, her 1999 album, Alabaster Box, turned out to be among the turning points in her career. Considered among her most famous compositions, Alabaster Box tells a moving tale of worship and surrender. Alabaster Box was a huge hit, garnering Dove Awards among other honors, and so enhancing her reputation as a gospel legacy. Her ability to combine contemporary soundscapes with classic gospel developed a style appealing to a broad audience. CeCe is among the most honored gospel artists in history, having over the years won many Grammys, Stellar Awards, and other honors. What effects via her powerful collaborations did CeCe have outside of gospel music? Further increasing her impact, CeCe Winans has worked with some of the most well-known names in both gospel and secular music over her career. She has collaborated with mainstream musicians like Whitney Houston, with whom she maintained a close friendship, and their duet, Count on Me, became a cherished anthem of love and encouragement. Working with Whitney, CeCe demonstrated how she might close the distance between secular and gospel music without sacrificing her faith. How does CeCe Winans' professional life mirror the same strength and grace she presented in her songs? The personal life of CeCe Winans: marriage, family, and faith. Strong personal life anchored in faith and love drives behind CeCe Winans' great voice and impactful music. After the marriage to Alvin Love II in 1984, CeCe has lived her life mostly in line with her relationship. Their union was much influenced by their common faith, since both of them have publicly discussed how God brought them together. Currently a pastor, Alvin has been a constant friend to CeCe over her career, providing emotional and spiritual encouragement. Their marriage has been evidence of the value of faith, since they have surmounted obstacles of life and the pressures of her music career with unflinching dedication to one another. CeCe talked about how Alvin's leadership and their shared faith in God have kept their marriage intact for decades. Their relationship is a shining example of a strong, faith-based marriage that has survived life's storms and stayed focused on their spiritual values. But how did CeCe balance her growing career with parenting? Apart from her musical career, CeCe Winans is a loving mother of 2 children, Alvin III and Ashley. Her family has always come first, making sure her kids grew up with the same moral principles guiding her own development. Despite the pressures of her profession, CeCe has been deliberate about keeping a strong family unit so that her children were not only exposed to, but also active members of her faith, often attributing her capacity to manage both her role as a mother and an artist to the strength she gains from her faith. CeCe has discussed the balance between both. Her children have followed in their mother's footsteps and found their own road in life. They have grown up seeing the power of music and ministry in their home. How has CeCe's Christian faith anchored her through all of her personal and career challenges? Both personally and professionally, CeCe Winans' faith has always been her compass. Her music reflects her close relationship with God. She has made it abundantly evident that her faith shapes not only her music, but also her life. CeCe frequently talks in public and in interviews about how prayer, scripture, and spiritual direction have helped her negotiate the highs and lows of life, including the demands of celebrity and the difficulties of running a family. Her relentless faith in God has helped her through trying circumstances. She also uses her position to encourage others to rely on her faith in trying circumstances. Through her music, marriage, or motherhood, CeCe Winans' life is evidence of the strength of faith and the peace it offers against the challenges of daily life. What lessons from CeCe Winans' life of faith and love might we pick up? The rumors surrounding CeCe Winans. As many public personalities do, CeCe Winans has encountered rumors and gossip over her decades-long career. From her employment to her personal relationships. And even her religious views, these rumors have permeated many facets of her life. At the height of her success with BB and CeCe, some of the first whispers came from the public growingly fascinated in her personal life. Given her rather quiet demeanor, many speculated about her relationships, personal and professional. Over time, there developed rumors about CeCe's views as well. She's always been honest about her faith since she's a devout Christian. Some have doubted her affiliations and personal beliefs. Her interactions with popular musicians led to some of these rumors, which raised doubts regarding whether she was sacrificing her faith. As CeCe's popularity outside of the gospel sphere increased public examination of her life, these rumors kept growing. But how did the public and media respond to the speculations around CeCe Winans? The media and her supporters have speculated over years on the many aspects of CeCe's life. Being a well-known gospel singer, her every action seemed to draw attention, especially regarding her partnership with secular musicians like Whitney Houston. While some media sources speculated on CeCe's relationship with her music contemporaries, others questioned whether she was straying from her gospel roots. Fans, too, were fascinated about CeCe's personal life, especially her marriage to Alvin Love and their family life. Though the couple stayed rather quiet, rumors about their family dynamic and how they handled the demands of celebrity persisted. Constant public speculation always affected CeCe's reputation since people developed ideas about her life depending on little knowledge. How then did CeCe handle the rumors and guard her personal life? Over her career, CeCe Winans has kept her dignity and privacy despite the never-ending gossip. Unlike many celebrities who interact with rumors or make public comments to clear the record, CeCe frequently chose silence. Her handling of public rumors was much influenced by her faith. She concentrated on remaining true to herself and her values, since she believed that the truth would always triumph. CeCe let her music and behavior speak for her, not cater to the conjecture. By means of her albums and public appearances, she gently addressed the rumors without expressing clear comment. This helped her keep control over her public image and shield her personal life from needless examination. She has risen above the noise by virtue, maturity, and a strong sense of faith that defined her approach to managing gossip. How does CeCe Winans stay so committed to privacy while living in the public view? CeCe's commitment to privacy. From the start of her career, CeCe Winans has been intentional about keeping her personal life private. Although her musical career has brought her front stage, she has deliberately tried to keep her personal life apart from her public image. CeCe has always felt that her ministry is via her music, and she has deftly negotiated the pressures of celebrity without compromising her privacy. Unlike many celebrities who live for sharing personal information of their life, CeCe has stayed steadfast in her choice to keep her marriage, family, and personal hardships off the public view. CeCe's method stems from her faith rather strongly. She has said many times that her relationship with God comes first in her life. Everything else comes second. CeCe has been able to lead a balanced life, sheltered from the continual scrutiny that sometimes comes with celebrity, by putting her faith and family above the demand for public validation. How has CeCe kept her life secret while yet living in the public view? Being among the most identifiable gospel musicians in the world, CeCe Winans has used several techniques to preserve her privacy. Her well-defined lines separating her personal and professional life have been quite important. In interviews, CeCe hardly talks about her marriage or family. When she does, it usually is reference to her faith rather than offering personal specifics. She now knows how to gracefully answer personal inquiries while keeping her music and ministry front and center. Regarding the kinds of public appearances she makes and the events she attends, CeCe has also been cautious. She's avoided the kind of public events that frequently place stars in the crossfires of media coverage, so avoiding celebrity culture. Rather, she decides to coincide with organizations and events grounded in faith that reflect her values. CeCe has kept her personal life mostly hidden by choosing where and when she shows up in public. How has CeCe responded over the years to rumors and conjecture without violating her anonymity? CeCe Winans has made sporadic comments suggesting her opinions on public gossip. Although she has generally avoided confronting rumors head-on, she has frequently underlined in interviews the need of leading a life focused on faith and avoiding distraction by outside noise. Songs like Alabaster Box and Throne Room show CeCe's commitment to remain true to her calling and to not let the views of others determine her path, so reflecting her values. Indirectly referencing the rumors in a few interviews, CeCe reminds her audience that she finds solace in her faith. She's always decided to go above rumors and concentrate on her ministry and the good influence her music can produce. Her capacity to keep this cool under pressure has won her respect not only from her supporters, but also from people working in the entertainment business who know the demands of celebrity. What might CeCe Winans teach us about upholding integrity and privacy in public view? The revelation. What CeCe Winans finally confirmed. For years, rumors have swirled around CeCe Winans, mostly centered on her personal life and religious convictions. Many speculated about her relationships within the music industry, her collaborations with secular artists, and even her beliefs. One of the more persistent rumors concerned her stance on certain controversial issues within the Christian community, particularly how she reconciled her faith with her mainstream collaborations, with fans wondering why she maintains such a strong boundary between her public career and her private world. What CeCe recently confirmed addresses the most significant of these rumors, particularly the one that suggested she had struggled internally with balancing her fame, faith, and personal beliefs. CeCe admitted that over the years, she had indeed faced periods of inner conflict regarding how to navigate her platform without compromising her values. While she never wavered in her faith, the tension between being a gospel artist with crossover appeal did lead to moments of doubt and deep introspection. But why did CeCe choose this particular time in her life to address these long-standing rumors? The timing of CeCe's decision to confirm these rumors is rooted in her personal and spiritual growth. She's approached her late 50s. She reflected more deeply on her career, her legacy, and her role as a Christian figure in both gospel and secular spaces. In recent interviews, CeCe explained that she now feels more confident in who she is, not just as an artist, but as a woman of faith. She no longer feels the need to keep silent about the struggles she once felt were too personal to share. CeCe believes that now, with decades of experience behind her, she has a responsibility to be transparent with her fans and to show that even someone as grounded in their faith as she is can face challenges. Her decision to speak out now was not about clearing up misunderstandings, but rather about offering encouragement to others who may feel torn between their convictions and the world around them. In her own words, how has CeCe Winans opened up about this chapter in her life? CeCe revealed in an open interview the following about her choice to confront the rumors. There were times when I wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing by working with particular artists or being in certain environments. Though I always prayed about it, the struggle was actual. People sometimes think if one has faith, everything is simple. But this is untrue. Faith is believing God even in the middle of doubt. I've always felt His direction. Thus, I'm here today ready to speak freely. CeCe went on to say that although she has never compromised her values, she did have doubts, especially when her career and her desire to remain true to her gospel roots seemed to be tugging her in different directions. She underlined that her faith had already been her cornerstone and that she stayed dedicated to her calling, even though the environment in which she lived questioned her decisions. How might CeCe's faith help her negotiate these tough choices? As always vocal about the part of her Christian faith plays in her life, CeCe Winans is in no different situation. She said that her decision to at last confront the rumors and share her experiences sprang from her faith. CeCe asked for wisdom and direction and said she prayed a lot before choosing to verify these long-held suspicions. Her choice to speak was about leveraging her position to inspire others who might be going through similar difficulties, not about confronting the rumors. In her remarks, CeCe made it abundantly evident that her faith kept her going. Her faith kept her going through trying times when the rumors were the strongest. She reminded her followers that although the road of faith is not always clear-cut, one may stay true to their convictions while negotiating the complexities of life by depending on God. Many people find motivation in her openness, since it demonstrates how even a strong faith can coexist with periods of uncertainty. How did the people respond to the disclosure by CeCe Winans? The audience of CeCe Winans responded quite favorably, with messages of support flooding platforms like Twitter and Instagram. Many fans turned to social media to show their appreciation of CeCe's vulnerability and candor. Many supporters valued her readiness to at last confront the rumors and execute so with grace and faith. Some expressed how her testimony connected with their own hardship, since CeCe's narrative showed that faith can be complicated yet so strong. Sharing CeCe's interview snippets, several fan accounts devoted to gospel music praised her for her bravery and capacity to continue to be a role model for Christians. The response on these venues underlined how CeCe supporters considered her not only as a gifted artist, but also as a spiritual guide. And her most recent disclosure only strengthened that link. What part did the media help to the confirmation of CeCe Winans? The way the media covered CeCe Winans' disclosure was comprehensive. Along with faith-based media, major entertainment sources grabbed the narrative and praised CeCe for her candor, while delving on the meaning of her confirmation. Some media sources concentrated on the influence of her words inside the gospel music scene, stressing how CeCe has stayed a major player in the genre, despite obstacles she encountered. Other sources concentrated on the wider ramifications of her comment, debating how her narrative might motivate others in the entertainment business to be candid about the demands of upholding their values in a very public career. Interviews with gospel music historians and fellow artists helped to explain CeCe's influence by pointing out how innovative she was in keeping both a secular and gospel presence, which still influences next generation of musicians. How did her decision to speak out affect CeCe's colleagues in the music business? Several fellow musicians, both from the gospel and secular music industries, responded to CeCe Winans' revelation. Gospel artists like Kirk Franklin and Yolanda Adams took to social media to share their support, emphasizing how important it is for prominent figures to share their journeys of faith. Many noted how CeCe's transparency sets a powerful example for other artists who may be struggling to balance their career and convictions. Artists outside of the gospel world also shared their thoughts, with some expressing admiration for CeCe's ability to stay grounded while navigating the pressures of fame. Her longtime friend and collaborator, Whitney Houston, had often spoken about how CeCe's faith influenced her own spiritual journey, and even in the years since Whitney's passing, that connection remains strong. Musicians who had worked with both women remarked on the profound impact CeCe has had on the industry. What lasting impact will CeCe Winans' revelation have on her legacy and the public's perception of her? How the revelation affects her legacy. Before CeCe Winans addressed the rumors, her legacy was already secure as one of gospel music's most influential figures. As a member of the legendary Winans family, she stood out early in her career, not just for her voice, but for her unwavering commitment to faith and excellence. From her beginnings alongside her brother B.B. Winans to her thriving solo career, CeCe built a reputation for being an artist who inspired millions, with her message of love, faith, and resilience. Her career spanning decades with multiple Grammy Awards, Dove Awards, and a deep catalog of chart-topping gospel hits like Alabaster Box and Throne Room. CeCe was admired for her ability to stay true to her Christian beliefs while also reaching wider audiences. Her success was not just limited to gospel music fans. CeCe's crossover appeal allowed her to collaborate with a variety of mainstream artists, making her a household name even beyond gospel circles. Through it all, she maintained a reputation for humility and grace, embodying the values she sang about in her music. CeCe's image as a grounded, faith-driven artist contributed to her universal appeal, as she not only excelled musically, but also modeled a life of integrity. Her fans admired her for staying private about her personal life and focusing on her calling, which only made her seem even more admirable. But with the rumors now confirmed, How does this change her legacy? The decision to finally address the long-standing rumors has undeniably added a new layer of CeCe's legacy. She has shown vulnerability and bravery by facing these rumors, which many supporters would not have expected from someone so constantly private. From her career decisions to her relationship and faith, fans and the media had speculated for years about many facets of her life. Although CeCe was always quite skilled in managing such rumors, the choice to verify some of them marks a turning point in her career. Rather than diminish her legacy, this revelation humanizes her even more. CeCe's transparency has allowed her fans to see her as a complete person, someone who has experienced trials and challenges yet continue to persevere through her faith. In the eyes of many, her decision to speak openly is seen as an act of strength and has deepened the connection between her and her audience. Fans now feel they know her on a more personal level, appreciating her openness and how she manages to stay grounded despite the scrutiny. Moreover, this moment has reframed how some may view her career and personal life. It highlights not only her ability to overcome obstacles, but also her commitment to living authentically. By choosing to address the rumors herself, CeCe has taken control of the narrative, ensuring that her story is told in her own words, on her own terms. How does this shift impact her ongoing influence in music and faith? Even with rumors confirmed, CeCe Williams' impact in gospel music and other genres is relentless. If anything, her disclosure has closer bonded her to her supporters. CeCe's character is shown by her capacity to go above the gossip and keep her faith and goal front and foremost. For those who need it, her music still motivates and comforts them. More importantly than ever, as a role model in the gospel community, is CeCe's message of hope, love, and resiliency. She stands as an example of someone who stays true to their values, even in the face of public speculation. The power of CeCe's music is undiminished, and her career will continue to thrive, shaped by this new chapter. Her openness only adds to the depth of her legacy, showing that she is not just an iconic artist, but also a woman of faith, who handles life's challenges with grace. CeCe's continued influence on both gospel music and popular culture will remain strong, and this revelation only adds a new layer of complexity and respect to her already impressive career. CeCe Winans' ongoing career and future projects. Remarkably, still a force in the gospel music scene, CeCe Winans regularly produces songs that motivate and inspire her listeners, not only within gospel circles but also in the larger music business. Her more recent albums, Let Them Fall in Love and Believe for It, have drawn great praise. The emotional depth, sincere lyrics, and strong messages of faith on both albums were much praised. Listeners from many generations still find great resonance in CeCe's ability to create songs reflecting the human experience via the prism of faith. Her continuous success has also been much influenced by her live performances. Renowned for her emotionally charged and spiritually uplifting performances, CeCe has kept a strict touring schedule, playing for sold-out audiences keen to personally enjoy her music. Whether CeCe is performing in big concert venues or small churches, her capacity to really connect with her audience on a spiritual level is unparalleled. Her concerts are experiences of worship and connection, bringing listeners closer to their faith and highlighting CeCe's remarkable vocal ability rather than merely events. What else might CeCe's continuous musical voyage produce? Looking ahead, CeCe Winans does not show any tendency to slow down. Her most recent works are doing well, which fuels increasing interest in her future work. CeCe has hinted at upcoming new music, including possible worship albums exploring even more of her faith. New songs that keep reflecting her personal path and spiritual development excite fans. CeCe has always used her platform to spread hope, and her new album surely will follow this custom. Apart from her music, CeCe is apparently working on several other initiatives. Rumors of a possible memoir or documentary giving fans an even more close-up view of her life and career abound. Such a project would be a great means for CeCe to tell her story in her own words, providing insights on her musical path, personal faith, and experiences as a public figure. If realized, this would surely be a must-watch for supporters, since it provides even more insight of the woman behind the songs. But CeCe is involved in more than just music. What else? CeCe Winans' career has been one of consistency in her dedication to giving back. CeCe has been actively involved in a variety of charitable endeavors over her life, lending her platform and means to assist many causes. By means of her company, Sharing the Vision, CeCe has helped faith-based groups, families, and children. Mentoring initiatives meant to help young people become leaders in their local communities have been part of this charitable work. Since both CeCe's music and her charitable work are closely ingrained in her Christian faith, her commitment to philanthropy has made her a role model, not only in music but also in life. Her want to serve others reflects the values she sings about in her songs. Through her music, her mentoring, or her charitable work, CeCe Winans keeps changing the world. CeCe's impact will surely keep expanding even as her career develops, thanks to her constant projects and dedication to improving the lives of others. Thanks for watching. If you like learning about CeCe Winans' story, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more videos on your favorite stars. See you next time!